Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. So let's get the roll tracker engaged here, and let's get started. This is the blue belt level, and we're gonna be doing 100 throws today. I reset the KPI tracker, and let's see if we can get some good results today. Two things we're going to focus on today is my grip. Once again, we're going to be using the fingertips rather than the finger pads on the dice. And also we're going to be working on landing zone. We want to try to get it to go straight down the table and not veer off to the left or to the right. If you guys notice, I changed the logo around a little bit today for the dice throwing journey here. And we have 4 things that we should be working on. Good morning, Bam. We should be working on the grip, the energy, the posture, and the landing zone. So today we're going to focus on 2 of those 4. Again, like I said, we're going to focus on the grip, make sure we're using the fingertips rather than the pads of the finger, and then also the landing zone, so that way it is going straight down the table and it's landing in the appropriate place. So let's get started here. And we have a 1, 3, 4. Same start as yesterday. Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So we're starting off with a 1, 3, 4. And the roll tracker is working. That's good. And let's keep it going now. Keep it going to good results. And we have a 5, 4 center field 9. So a couple things I want to share today, but I want to get through this start here, and I want to make sure that we have a good pattern going before I start doing too much talking. For those of you who are new to the Level Up streams, welcome. For those of you returning, thank you for showing the support. A little bit long, and a 4, 1, 5. And those slipped out of my hand a little bit. They went down kind of off kilter, but we ended up with a 2, 2 hard 4. Not happy with that throw. I am happy with the results, though. Morning, Mike. So by the end of today's session, we will have 1,000 throws on the blue belt level completed. And we have a 5, 6 mid-mo yo. Good morning, Chris. So if you guys did not watch Coughing Craps yesterday, I highly recommend to do so. And a 213 shocker. John recorded it, and he did it as a premiere. And the reason I'm recommending that you guys check it out, if you haven't done so already, is because he talks about DI and his thoughts on DI and, you know, whether it's possible, whether it's not possible. And then he goes on and he talks about different betting styles according to the type of shooter that's at the table. Really, really good recording that he had. And it's something 156 mixer. And it's something really good, I think, for everybody to watch, to form their own opinions. And, you know, I'm on a relatively same page as him as of right now. And that's why we're doing this dice tracking, to see if we can actually influence the results to some degree. 1, 2, 3 shocker. And yesterday we pulled it out a little bit. We had 2 days ago a pretty bad day. Yesterday we straightened some things out, and a lot of it was with the grip. Today we're sticking with that grip and working on that again. Also working on the landing zone today. One of the things that I saw yesterday, 4-4 hard 8 square pair. One of the things I saw yesterday is I was veering off either to the left or right a little bit. And that's one of the things we're going to try to do is straighten out that throw so they're coming down where they need to be at the end of the table. And then once we get to straighten this down, we'll be working on the distance wise. And it's going to be a never-ending battle, I think, when you are throwing. 3, 2, 5. This is shooter number 1 yet, guys. And we are 10 rolls in. This is the 11th roll coming up here. And we're looking for a 10 and a 12 yet, and a 2. So those are the 3 numbers that we're looking for. Let's see if we can get a hard 10. A little bit short, a little bit to the left, and we have a 6, 2, 8. And I went through and added more rolls to the bone tracker, and I need to follow up with somebody there because we went over the 700 and some throws that they had on there, and I don't think the statistics are right. So I'm going to have to check into that and see how you can get more rolls entered in so we get the proper statistics. Well, that was really long, guys. The right dice took off on me, but we ended up with a 3, 2, 5. Mike needs to take me to Fremont Street. Dude, I would love to go to Fremont Street. Right now, everything comes down to budget for me, though. I cannot afford the plane ticket or the plane budget right now. I would love to go to Vegas, though. And we have a 3, 3 hard 6. And especially the way this session is starting out today, I think I would be very profitable to bring along. This is a good first roll. We're on roll number 14 coming up. Not a bad start today. Hopefully they all continue this way and then some. And we have a 6, 2, 8. But hopefully we get more and more of these nice rolls like this as our training goes. And that's why the daily training is important, to hopefully identify patterns, to hopefully improve technique, gripping, everything, energy level in the dice. That one came out a little bit weird, but we end up with a 2, 4, 6. 6 is a hot number today. And that was I entered in a 7 a little bit ago, guys, and I don't know how I did that. I'm going to take that out. I think. Huh. Morning, CCC. Guys, if you can go back, I think that was a 6 instead of a 7. I'm going to change it to a 6. I think that was a 2, 4, 6 that we had thrown back there. I'm going to see if I can change that really quick in the roll tracker results. I put in the wrong number. It was a 4, 2, 6, I believe. There you go, because I know I did not have a 7 at all yet. So we're on roll number 16 right now. This is our first shooter for the day. And we're focusing on fingertips and throwing straight down the table. So we're looking for landing zone in that. We have a 4-1-5, no field 5. So we're taking our time today, using the fingertips rather than the pads of the fingers. And a 4-2-6. 6 is hitting. Those numbers should be pressed up all the way, hopefully, by now. That is our 5th time hitting that 6, and our point is a 6 now. So that's looking good. I don't feel comfortable. Let's reset. A little bit low. We have a 1-2-3 shocker again. It was a 6-2-8 that I rolled. Okay, so that was not a 4-2-6. Okay. I'll have to somehow figure out how to fix that a little bit later. But we're going to keep on going here since we're on a roll. So, in other words, we have one less 6 and one more 8, which is pretty good. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Yeah, I did make that correction, Mike, and I took that bad number out, and I put a 4-2-6 instead in, so it needs to be an 8 instead of a 6. And a 5-1 mixer, 1-5 mixer that just rolled, guys. That was a 5. It was a 1-5, not a 1-4. 1-5 mixer. So it's roll number 21 coming up. Still on the first shooter for the day. I'm veered slightly to the left, and we finally got the big red 5-2-7. So that was a good way to start the session off today. That was a 21 roller. And we almost had that tall and a small almost. And we had 3 points on that throw. So that was a good throw. You just need my arm, Mike. Thanks a lot, buddy. I think I would rather take the whole body along to go to Vegas. So here we go. Second shooter. That one veered off to the right. We have a 2-3-5, so our point will be 5. And we have a 6-1-7. So 0.7 out. So yesterday I made a comment that I was going down to Des Moines, Iowa this weekend, and that was actually a mistake. I meant to say Dubuque, Iowa. They have a rodeo down there, so we'll be going down there and seeing the rodeo and that. Staying overnight, going down Saturday morning, coming back Sunday afternoon. So that being said, I didn't plan on doing any live streaming on Saturday or Sunday, but if I have time in the morning before I leave Saturday, I might do a session. That was really long, guys. Totally misjudged that distance on that one. There's a 1-2-3 shocker. So it's a come out pass line loser. Looking for a point here. And let's concentrate again. And we have a 2-3-5. So our point will be 5. This afternoon, 4:06 on Central Time, I will be releasing the next Badass Craps Move video. We are down 3-3 hard 6. We're down to the last 3 strategies of those top 10 Badass Craps moves. So narrowing it down, today is going to be skill 88 going up against press to base. And the loser is kicked out of the tournament, and the winner will be continuing on. That one rolled out of my fingers really weird, but we have a 2-4-6. They almost came out unevenly. I think the left dice left a little bit sooner than the right dice. So that was 2 6s in a row. Whoa, I don't know. I almost threw that one off the right side of the table. Come on, Joe, get them straight. 3-2-5. So we lucked out a little bit on that one. So I'm going to try to figure out Bone Tracker why it's not entering the results in all the way. See if there's a way to adjust the total numbers in that. 617. 7-0. Shh. Because we had 916 throws, I think, that I tried to enter in. Oops. 6, 1. There we go. I still have all the rolls saved on Bone Tracker, just not doing the spreadsheet correctly. That's not enough of my fingertips. That was more in the pads. There we go. And we have a 2-5-7 come out 7. So it's our third come out 7 today. We have an SOR of 15, SRR of 6. Wouldn't that be ultimate if we can keep that 15 for the SOR? That would be awesome. It's highly unlikely at this point, but it would be nice. And another 617 come out 7. So we have an implosion and explosion of our dice again. Guess this is the best time to have them happen to us. And 549. Point will be 9. Center field 9. So our goals to throw 100 throws today are close to that. And to throw them straight down the table, another 9. 549. So that was our point. So point hit. What is happening with this roll tracker? It says roll 33. That doesn't seem right. Oh, it does. That is right because we hit a point. So we're still on that same roll here, guys, I think. Huh. So we're looking for a point right now. I'll veered off to the right. We have a 459. That was a 4, just rolled. So 459. That did roll down there. So we're back on that 9. I have to go back and look at the roll tracker things there. So Mike is asking what the Hardway said is a 437 better than the 617 or the 527. If you look at the results, if I double pitch, the 527 and the 437 will show up. So that means that it stayed on axis. So in my opinion, those two sevens are better than if the 6-1 or the 1-6 shows up, because that would mean that I have an implosion and an explosion of the dice. That's where your 6-1s come from. Or if we go back to the 5-4, if it happens the opposite way. One dice goes in and out. So in my opinion, the 5-2 and the 4-3 are the better sevens. So that's why I always keep on saying the bad sevens are the good sevens, is based off of that. So okay, let's keep rolling here, guys. And we have a 6-4-10. I definitely have to go back and look through the roll trackers. It's showing that I'm on roll number 13 coming up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this should be roll number 7. So I don't know if I hit a point, and that's why that might be that I hit a point, and that's why it's showing up that way. Either way, it's a good roll so far. And we have a 1-1-2 Snake Eyes. And I think that is actually right. The reason the ATS reset is because the sevens came out. So that I think that is right now. We were working on a point. So this is gonna be roll number 14. Let's get the dice straight so they're comfortable. Left dice came out a little bit early. 3, 6, 9. center field 9. So Bam is saying that I hit the 5, so that was the point, I believe. That's why it continued on. So concentrate more on the throws rather than the numbers right now. So that's probably a good thing on my part. That one felt good. 6-6-12 box cars. If you're playing ATS, it's always a good number to roll out. We need a 8 and 11 for the tall. Smalls are not really rolling so far on this shooter. And that one felt good coming out also. 2-2 hard 4. This is roll number 17 coming up. Having some good rolls today. Big difference between today and 2 days ago. Now veered off to the right. 1-1-2 snake eyes. Mike, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Money from that will be going towards a project coming up. Something that I cannot discuss right now, but it will be hopefully within the next few months. I'll be able to bring it out and get it rolling and going. And we have a 2-6-8. A little bit low. 6-3-9, center field 9. So my younger son is a senior in high school right now, and he's part of an apprenticeship program. As a junior and senior, they have the option to be part of an apprenticeship program where they go to school half of the week, and then the other half of the week they actually work a job, and he's doing a plumbing apprenticeship. And it was awesome because he came home yesterday with a router or whatever you call it, and drilled out my bathtub line and my kitchen sink line. So we're having some draining problems, and we have a 1-4-5. And I kind of chuckled to him yesterday because about 2 years ago, he would have had no clue on how to do any of that type of stuff. No clue on anything mechanical whatsoever. And I just am thoroughly amazed on how 2 years difference has made such a positive impact in this young man's life. And it's an awesome program that the school has. And we have a 3-6-9. My older son graduated high school last year, and he did for his junior senior year a tool and die apprenticeship. That was a 3-6, a tool and die apprenticeship. And he actually picked up a job immediately out of school for an apprenticeship, a real apprenticeship through tool and die. So we're looking for that 11 right now, guys. Looking for that 11. Let's see if Cheryl could show up here a little bit. Now veered off to the right a little bit. We have a 1-2-3 shocker. So instead of Chiro, we have Waylon showing up. This is roll number 23 coming up. for this shooter. And we have a 325. So shooting really good here, guys. Just remember that the numbers you're seeing are not an average number. We're doing really well today. If these were my average numbers, I would be ecstatic. I would be jumping up and down. And we have there we go, 5-6 mid-mo yo. Let's get that entered in there and let's see what happens to the KPI roll tracker. There we go, the tall. We finally got the tall. We've gone 2 days without getting a tall or small. We got that tall. We're still looking for a 2 and a 6 right now. So that was an awesome hit. Wow, the dice kissed when they landed and split right apart. And we got that tall just in time because there you go. That's a 3-4-7 double pitch, 3-4-7. And that was 25 rolls, guys. Amazing, 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 amazing. That's awesome. Okay, everything's reset there. There you go. So that was what happened is we hit the point before when those big reds came out. So we had 2 really good rolls today and like 2 or 3 short ones. We had a 0.7 out and 2 short ones and then 2 amazing rolls so far. And we're at roll 48 or 49 for the day now. That was a little bit low. Terrible throw, but we'll take the result. 2, 6, 8. So our new point will be 8. Good morning, Brian. You got here just in time to see a good roll. Hopefully when we get to the second round of the shooting competition, I will be doing rolls like that for not one or just for both of the shooters, actually. And we have a 3-2-5. I like the energy level on that one. They both hit the back wall and they dropped right dead on the bottom. So that was a good landing zone. For those of you just showing up, this is the blue belt level yet. We're on a journey of 5,000 throws. By the end of today, we will have 1,000 throws and just on the blue belt alone. And we have a 3-5-8. Oh, that just rolled. That was a 3-5, not a 3-1, 3-5. So that is our point. So coming out again. And our goal is to get up to 5,000 rolls for the blue belt before we go on to the purple. Tiny bit long on that, but we have a 4-5-9, so our new point will be 9. Starting next week, we're going to start analyzing the dice as they come to rest. We're not going to do anything to do any changes per se yet, but we're going to be announcing whether it's a double pitch, single pitch, implosion, explosion. The other thing we're going to be doing is it's a 1-5-6 mixer. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to start training our eye to follow one of the dice down the table. So that way, once we graduate away from the 2-color dice, we go to the 1-color, both dice of the same color. Hopefully we'll be able to track the dice a little bit easier. And when we're at the table, we'll know what the left dice is doing or the right dice is doing. And I'll show you guys a couple tricks, hopefully next week or the week after regarding that. 4-3-7 out. So that was a little bit shorter roll. That was 6 long. So far we have an SOR today of 18, an SRR of 7.7. 4 come out 7. So numbers are awesome so far. That would be awesome to keep that up there that high. Probably unrealistic. But you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, and this happens to be one of the better ones. That was way long, but we have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So the lessons that we're learning here, like I said, 2 days ago we had a bad day. Point is 4. And I learned some stuff from it, and it was mostly Victor had suggested to change the dice grip around a little bit, and I'm still using that same dice grip. It's the second day in a row that we're doing this. So, when you're doing bad, try to find positives you can take out of it. And 6-1-7. That one kind of rolled weird out of my fingers. But see if you can get pauses out of it. And likewise, on your good days here, like today, try to find things that you're doing right and try to replicate them and try to continue them going forward. I am noticing that on average today, my landing zone is really consistent, except for the bad numbers like that last one. But I'm really getting that landing zone dialed in today, as well as the energy in the dice and the finger grip. So those 3 things. We have a 4-5-9. So those are 3 things I could take out of what's happening today. So our point is 9. So we have the landing zone, the grip, and the energy level on the dice, which is 3 out of the 4 on that new logo that I have on the screen. Posture is another one. If you really think about it, we have a leaner. It's a 4-5 center field 9. Let's see if we can get that off further without. There we go. And if you really think about it, everything that has to do with tossing the dice has to do with one of those 4 components: your landing zone, your grip, the energy in the dice, and the posture. So if you look at the posture, you want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position, back is straight, you're up tight against the table. Your feet are appropriate. 2-1-3 shocker. Your feet are appropriate. Like I said, I used to go with the right foot back. I switched it a few sessions ago, and I'm going square in the table now. And the reason I'm doing that is because it was uncomfortable for long periods of time to be shooting with that right foot back. And now that I'm square, I can lean into the table and brace up a little bit better, and it's more comfortable for me. And that one came out really weird, but we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And if you look at the grip impacts the way the dice come out of your hands, the way you're holding the dice, comfort level. If they're coming out square or straight, that one came out, they kind of did a flip in the air. I think that was because they came out of the fingers, but a lot of that has to do with the grip. Your double pitches, your implosions, explosions, all that stuff has to do with your grip. Now I'm veered off to the right, and we have a 2-2 hard 4 again. And if you look at landing zones, the landing zone is vitally important for the dice, because that's going to show how they bounce off that back wall. And it's also going to kind of tie in with the energy of the dice as well. And those two kind of work in tandem, I guess. And we have a 156 mixer. And I'm starting to get that landing zone again dialed in. I had a couple where it was not so good. Now they're starting to dial in again. And I'm starting to see those results in the dice. They crossed that time, 268. That's our point. So we're looking for a new point. We're looking for a 2, a 5, 10, 11, and 12. So coming out again, same shooter. We're 63 rolls in. This is 64 right now. Now veer to the left a little bit. We have a 538. And a 145, no field 5. I was watching George throw last night, and even he has bad sessions. He was not experiencing the results that he wanted. I only caught a few minutes of it. It was towards the end of my break at night. And you can tell that he was very frustrated. Now we veered off to the right a little bit. We have a 538. And that's our point again. So that's the second point that we hit on this shooter. Now it felt good coming out, but we got a 617, which is fine because that is a come out. So pass line winner, front line winner. But unfortunately, that reset the all-tall small. And we have a 426, point of 6. So this is the third new point that we have. So let's see if we can hit the 6 again. 6 seems to be one of my strong numbers usually. Today I threw 11 of them today so far. Today our hot numbers are 6, 9, and 5. Even threw the shocker quite a few times today compared to what is expected. Now it felt every time I say it feels good coming out, we have a 167 or a 617. So that's a 16. So that would be the bad 7. I see our numbers are starting to come down to more realistic numbers now. But hey, this has been a successful day so far. We're at roll number 69 in. We have 70 coming up right now. That left dice popped up in the air. 213 shocker. And 213 shocker once again. Not the come out numbers that you're looking for, but if you're paying the don't, it is. And you don't take the dues. Now veer to the right a little bit, but we have a 5-4-9 center field 9. So we got to focus on getting those dice straight down, because today, like I said, one of our focuses is getting that landing zone dialed in, getting the dice straight down so they're not veering off. And I was doing so good for so long, and now it's starting to veer off a little bit. So it's something we need to give a little extra focus on. And we have a 4-2-6. This is roll number 5 for the shooter. And we have 73 throws in already, so we have 22 more to go for the day. And we have a 5-4-9 center field 9. That is our point. So we'll be looking for a new point. So that is the one thing I'm also noticing today, is that we're hitting a lot of points today compared to normal. So that's a good sign, shows consistency. And we have a 2-2 hard 4, square pair. And not a square pair, 2-2, Mike from Mon Point Craps. I don't know what I was thinking. Morning, SJ. Thanks for stopping in. For those of you who just joined in, we had a couple average rolls, but we had a couple of monster rolls this morning already. Touch long, but we have a 5-1-6 mixer. 1-5, I mean. Had a couple of really good rolls today. We'll check it at the end here I'll tell you exactly how many or what they were. We're working on grip today, getting the fingertips on the dice rather than the pads of the fingers. We're also trying to work on getting the dice down straight to the end of the table. That came out kind of weird. It's a 2-5-7. Where SOR is the 12.8, or SRR is at 7. So everything's still doing better than average, better than expected. Now at the base of the table, or just about right before the base, we have a 4-1-5. No field 5. And that'll be our new point. You're going to be in Des Moines next Monday. I misquoted, and I corrected myself a little bit earlier in the stream. I had said Des Moines yesterday, that I was going to Des Moines on this weekend. It's actually Dubuque, Iowa that I'm going to. We have a 5-3-8. I used to live about an hour away from Des Moines, though, for a couple years in my younger day. I lived in a place called Carroll, Iowa. I lived there for about 2 years. And at that time, I was an assistant manager at a health club down there. 4-2-6. It's one thing I don't really talk about my background too much. I spent a little over 20 years in the health and fitness industry, working in health clubs, either as a trainer or as a sales consultant for health clubs. Did a lot of traveling around the United States doing that. Worked in Alaska, Montana, Iowa, Texas, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, Kansas, 347. So I did a lot of traveling for that for a while. And that was a fun job when you're young, but not so much right now. And we have 19 rolls left. Let's see if we can finish those all out with one shooter here. And 426. I actually have a bachelor's degree in sports management. So that's what I spent a good portion of my life doing, that type of stuff. And we have a 415, no field 5. And then after I got done with working in the fitness industry, I worked in hospital security for 12 years or 10 years, exactly 10 years, almost to the month. And I was in charge of 2 hospitals, 26 clinics. I had a staff of 24 officers that I was a manager, and I was also a trainer for them. So I would 224, hard 4, Mike from On Point Craps. So I worked for a big hospital system in eastern Wisconsin, and I was also a trainer. So I would do management of this, management of aggressive behavior. So how to verbally talk people down and how to physically de-escalate situations. That one was really low, but we have 459, center field 9. Veered off to the right a little bit, back on that 9, 459. And 347. I should have known that was coming because I could feel the grip was a little bit off, and I'm starting to get this sense that when that grip feels like that, it's usually the 6-1, but that was the 4-3. So we have 13 more rolls to go here, guys, and let's finish them off, and we'll go over check the numbers out probably when we're done here then to see where we finished out for the day as far as numbers that go. And we have a 459, so that 9 is hitting hard today. So we're back on that 9 since we're hitting it. It's 15 times we hit that 9 today. Let's see if we can hit that point and so we can pick up a new point right away. And we have a 5-5 hard 10. So that would be a very good throw. Both of them stayed on axis and they came up primary numbers. It seems like I can get in that grip, and then there's always a couple here that just throw it off just a little bit. Okay, and we have a 6-4-10. That's two tens in a row. We had a 5-5 and a 6-4. 10 more rolls left approximately. A little bit low. 6-6-12 boxcars. That one felt a little weird coming out. It's almost like I let go almost a little bit too early. And 1-6-7. Now when I think I know what I did, my right finger, my index finger, was not quite on the tip. I actually had a little bit of the pad, and that's one thing that we are looking for to try to work on today. So we have 8 more rolls approximately left here. So hopefully we can finish this off really nice. And 1-1-2, snake eyes. Still looking for a point. And 2-6-8, so our point will be 8. Let's get these in straight. If you're slightly to the right, we have a 5-4-9. So when we get to the end here, I'm going to guarantee you that those 9s are above expected today. Way above. And 6-5 Minbo Yo. It's roll number 5 coming up for this shooter. We only have a few left for the day. So we're going to finish this out. And we have a 5-4-9. So overall, this has been a pretty successful day. We are rolling some really good patterns today. Got a lot of box hits, and we'll find out for sure when we check the final numbers. We have a 2-3-5. and a 426. And again, guys, make sure you check out my video coming out this afternoon. It is the Badass Craps Move tournament. And after today, we'll be down to the top 3 moves, or strategies, if you will. And we have a 2, 5, 7 out. Okay, so that was 100 rolls to the T. And let's just go quick over to our screen here and see where we ended up with. This will show you the rolls that we started off with. We had a total of 11 shooters today, 10 shooters today. And we had a 23 roller, 25 roller, 13, and a bunch of averages ones. Looking at our numbers, our 9s are way above expected. Our 7s were low. 6s are high. Horns a little bit low, and our 7 outs were low as well. 10s and 11s are also low. But hey, guys, thanks for stopping in today. Thanks for following along. Hey, good morning, CRC, and I hope everybody has a great day. Let's get over to watch the Daily Paycheck now with John at Casino Gaming TV. My name is Joe, and this is my Crapsmaster Dice Shooting Journey.